about my connection to the Jane and Finch community. I was raised, grew up in that area, and it's a community with a certain one would say stigmatized relationship. This is the context within which I've grown up and come of age in the city of Toronto. So I've lived and later on during the course of my PhD work studied and written about this community. And the Carswell Chair was very much interested in the kinds of programming or the kinds of community programs or the kind of projects with respect to music specifically, but in Jane and Finch. So, as somebody who's always trying to study and understand this community from the inside out, I thought it would be a great fit if I had put something forward, a proposal forward to study music offerings, community-based programming with respect to music instruction, and the kinds of resources that are available to schools and communities in the Jane and Finch area. So I was really interested in, with this project and through the support of the chair, looking at music instruction that's available in Jane and Finch through either the formal school system or through community-based programming, trying to get a real snapshot of what kind of extracurricular music programming could a young person growing up in the community have access to. So I really wanted to look at what are the kinds of music classes that the schools were offering, as well as what was happening just in the community. And then also comparing that to other school communities. Literally, that's pretty much like quite a simple research design, but I think might tell us a lot about what we kind of already maybe have an idea or an expectation of what we think is available in different areas. I really wanted to kind of stamp down and get something concrete. In the same school board, there will be some cases that can be made for equity and access to instruction, to musical resources, and in times when our provincial government was really, I guess, stamping down on the kind of funding available for what you would consider to be outside of core curriculum. So as we know, most of the things that are first to go would be music instruction, physical education. So I think on both ends, school boards, school board decision makers, trustees would be able to maybe more clearly see this is untenable, that this cannot be considered to be equitable. And then for community-based organizations, decision makers and programming, maybe to tailor their programming towards offering something that our young people in these communities are not getting. Thinking about the fact that there's some school communities who are able to amass great amounts of resources based on fundraising. In one, let's say, school community or ward, as we call them in Toronto, and one in which that is just not possible, right? So then we have students in one school who are able to literally go to France or to go to Stratford and see a Shakespeare play or to have a full, orchestra in their school, instruments, complements, everything, raised completely on the funds of the parent, family, PTA kind of fundraising, and some who are not. I think thinking about if these kinds of work was able to continually show the divide between these different school communities within a publicly funded school board in the same school where we're assuming that the school experiences are to be somewhat aligned and similar. If we can continually show that this is not the case and it's a structural issue, perhaps we can make some leeway into thinking about what a redistribution of those kinds of resources might be down the road. I would love to see a school board that that takes the lead on thinking about how do we normalize an adequate and accessible full school experience across our system. I hope that this research, they might be able to make the case that it has already been vital, that without even doing anything new, that they are providing, at least at the scale that they can, something that the formal school board system, while it purports to offer that, is not. So they are actually providing vital educational experiences. So hopefully it makes the case that the work that they've already been doing is important and vital to the young people that they impact.